On this episode, we drink some whiskey as we look back at 2025, remembering some of our experiences, and then we talk about some upcoming things in 2026. So sit back, grab a pour, pick up your feet, and enjoy this episode of The Bourbon Hunters. While you're listening, head over to our website at bourbonhunters.com where you can purchase Bourbon Hunters glassware and products, and sign up for our Patreon, which puts you on the list for single barrel announcements from our private barrel club.
Gather round, it's time to unwind. Drinking our bottles, all that we find, with tastings and tales, we're sharing our pours. Tune in each week, there will always be more. Tune in each week, there's a lot to
Welcome to another episode of The Bourbon Hunters. I'm Duke Poole, and I'm joined by...
The one, the only Titter Fritter Shitter.
I'm done, Brett. I don't know.
You're done, Brett. So you remember you weren't there when Jason gave him the moniker Titter Shitter Fritter after his last or Titter Fritter Shitter after his last short story. That was at the bottle kill episode.
It was pretty funny.
You were out there setting fire to a brisket.
Well, no, that happened later in the night. I was prepping the brisket.
You were prepping
at that point.
the brisket fire.
Yeah, I was rubbing that brisket down like a
Yeah, we called you out for rubbing the meat.
like a lotion boy.
So that's good stuff. If you have not listened to the bottle kill episode, go back and listen. I think in the first of the two episodes, we talk about Brett massaging the meat for the brisket.
In part 2, we talk about the shark story.
Oh my god! And I think that's where you get the moniker.
Yep.
Titter Fritter Shitter.
Yep.
So, all right. So tonight we've got some fun. We're gonna do like a end of year episode. Talk about some of the highlights of our year, individually and as a podcast, I think. And while we're doing that, we're going to drink some wheat whiskey. We've got Middle West Spirits wheat whiskey that Brett acquired at a Middle West Spirits event this year. I have a Star Hill Farms wheat whiskey, which is I brought it out mainly because we're doing wheat whiskeys, but also because it's new this year, and that's kind of a highlight. It's a new offering from Maker's Mark or Star Hill Farms or whatever you want to call it.
It's like a different mash bill
for the first
right?
time in a while. Yeah, it's a wheated whiskey.
Right,
it's not even a bourbon
because they've always had like their same mash bill for everything that they make. So I think that's kind of unique for them to do.
Yeah, so that's a big entree entry into this year, and then we've got an Old Louisville Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. So it's not a wheated whiskey, but it's a wheated bourbon, not a wheated whiskey. But it's still, wheat is part of the equation there. So, and then if time permits, we've got a 10-year-old Louisville that is finished. Is that what you said?
PX Pedro Jimenez Sherry Cask finished 10-year-old MGP distillate.
Okay.
From Old Louisville.
It's a lot of words.
I brought
there
those.
were a lot of words. I don't know that I got any of them.
I brought those because we will be doing a pick with Amin at Old Louisville February 20th.
Nice. Yeah.
Very nice.
So let's start that way. Let's pour something. What's the highest proof or what's the lowest proof? Let's start with that.
What's that one?
118.
This one's 114.8.
So let's start with that.
Yeah, it's not the wheat whiskey.
Yeah, I knew that.
Cork has some heft
the cork
to
has
it.
some
That
heft.
does. I remember saying that last time.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like it's probably not marble, but it
Well,
looks
the top
marble.
might be marble.
You really think it is?
It may be. I don't know. Or marble adjacent.
It could be
I don't know.
porcelain.
Could be marble adjacent.
Fritter pours have gone away.
I
much
don't
better.
need big pours, sir.
I
No,
definitely
I'm
don't. I had a rough night last night.
Yeah, I just have not eaten in.
Well,
Wow.
a friend of Trina's is in town, and she's here for New Year's, so we're going out with them on New Year's also.
New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
New Year's Eve. No, who goes out on New Year's Day?
Wow, you
That's
said
not
New Year's.
Yeah, I did, but I thought that was implied. Sorry.
Likely.
New Year's Eve, and we'll probably get pretty drunk. Well, she asked us if we wanted to meet them last night, 2 days before New Year's, and I was like, I got to get up at 5 a.m. to coach the 6 a.m. CrossFit. And she's like, oh, we won't be out late. We won't be out late. I'm like,
Famous last
yeah,
words.
famous last words indeed. All right, so we're starting off with Star Hill Farms. What was the proof on this? 114?
114.8.
So Cool thing about this, like we talked about, this is a new offering for Maker's Mark in the sense that it's a wheat whiskey. It's not a bourbon. They've always made wheated bourbon, but this wheat whiskey is a new entry into their catalog, I guess. And I think it is supposed to be a permanent fixture, right? Mm-hmm. It'll be different each year, I think, different proofs and stuff like that. But still pretty cool. Pretty cool. And in fact, when we went and did our Maker's Mark pick, they were bottling this, right?
They were.
Yes.
They said, "Don't get up to the window."
Yeah, because it wasn't well known yet that it was. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
someone had been on TTB to figure it out, maybe, but it had not been announced yet, formally anyway. So that was kind of cool. I think so. Let's from the year perspective, I think this is a good kickoff to the year because this is a new product from 2025. But looking back on this year for us, I think the big thing for us was creating our little barrel club.
Yep.
So, I mean, we had a pretty good year of barrel picks. I mean, we started off the year with Pursuit Spirits with the Minix muffins.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Yeah. And then, I mean, immediately we just jumped right in. We did Maker's Mark. We did Jack Daniels. We did Old Forester. We did Elijah Craig.
Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy. I can't remember what else.
Maker's Mark already?
Yep.
Yeah, we did Makers.
Sorry.
Yep, Makers, then Jack Daniels. I was trying to do them in order. Elijah Craig, Old Forester,
Yep.
the barrel proof Old Forester. We had already done a 100
And then
proof
in
the year
December,
before.
just now, we did Nulu and
Dark Arts.
Dark Arts.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about the Nulu we did.
Yeah, the Maple Brulee, man. That was
Yeah.
good. And those are both going to be coming out in January, I think.
Brulee, oh.
Either January or very early February. But our Dark Arts label, I just got it proofed today. And
That
I love it.
is
It's
so
a
cool.
great.
yeah, it's
Well,
a cool.
I had said I wanted like a D&D kind of thing, which is cool, and you 100% hit that.
Well, I didn't do it. That's their design.
Well, it's
That's
funny-
just how they do their labels, I think. Did you not get their blend that we tasted?
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to have a taste of that.
I believe I tasted it.
Yeah, when you first
there.
walked in, but
Yes.
my God, I've been
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I honestly want to go back down there and get another bottle of it before it's gone.
Yeah.
Because mine's almost gone.
I really enjoy Dark Arts. I know I cut you off so much. I'm
No,
sorry,
that's
sir.
all right.
I'm really to the point where I keep accumulating so many good bottles that I'm not enjoying.
maybe, just maybe, have us over. We can do an episode.
I've only
where
been saying
we-
that for 2 years.
Yeah, and you've never invited us
I know.
still. Have
been
us
there.
have us over,
Yeah.
and then get rid of some bottles that you don't want anymore, and we can do an episode on those bottles.
No, I agree.
Honestly.
I completely agree. And I mean,
We can come over like 2 or 3 times if you
Yeah.
want. It doesn't have to
yeah,
be one time.
I just want to. I kind of really want to get to a nice collection of things that I really enjoy. And some of it too is if people come over. When I say I feel like I have gallons of Buffalo Trace, I feel like I have gallons of Buffalo Trace.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
I can't even
100%.
tell you how old it is. I've got 2 or 3 of those 1.75s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck am I going to do with these?
You know what I do with those? Whenever I go anywhere and I take a roadie, like when we go to the Dora in Hilliard, I always take a Yeti filled with that and
Yeah.
ice because it's perfect in the summer.
No, I agree.
Perfect in the summer to just sit and sip on, and then it waters down and it actually is really good watered down. And Buffalo Trace is just it's a good sipping bourbon. Like
It
when you're
is.
not trying to get drunk, you're just trying to have some bourbon. You like the flavor. You actually like the flavor, but you don't want to get trashed.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo Trace is great for that.
We should do a Buffalo Trace single barrel episode in the
Yes,
future
and you
and
can bring
have a
your
regular
bottle.
offering, and I'll bring the Warehouse Eye that I just picked at the Experience. I have another single barrel from I got in Indiana. We can do, single
Tyler
barrel.
may have a Buffalo Trace pick
might.
too. I know he had one a while ago.
This is really good.
But speaking of our barrel club, I mean, no, you're fine. 2026 is going to start off with a bang with the Dark Arts coming in, with the Nulu pick coming in. Those should happen pretty bang in January, February, if not both in January. Yeah. We're in the process of selling the James E. Pepper right now before we pick it up, although that one's not looking very promising as far as numbers are concerned. There just isn't a lot of interest in that one so far.
What I love about the stickers that you sent about the labels with the Dark Arts, I'm pretty sure while we were tasting that specific barrel, the words were uttered liquid gold, and that's on one of the stickers.
Well, I think they put that on their own stuff. The only thing I asked them to put on was Bourbon Hunters podcast Bourbon Blitz 2025 or 2025 Bourbon Blitz.
But I'm pretty sure somebody said that. While
Yeah, but
trying
I
it.
think I'm just saying I think that was already something they put on the side of their bottles. I think. But regardless, I think the cool thing for me about Dark Arts is that that one's not going to have a sticker. It's not going to have, it's named after our trip.
Yep. No tater sticker.
Yeah, and it's named after our trip, which I think is really cool. So when we get a chance to name the Nulu one, when they ask what we want on that one, I'll have to maybe come up with something for that too. But I just like the fact that it'll have the Bourbon Blitz on it because that's when we did the pick. I think that'll be kind of neat.
I have to say too, since we're talking about Dark Arts, and like by no means am I throwing shade at anyone that we've ever done a pick with. We've not had a bad experience.
No.
But the Dark Arts, they were just so accommodating with everything.
Well, you had to take a call while you were there.
And she was,
and she let you set up on another at another table, and she was bringing out.
She was bringing me
while you're on a call for
I'm
work.
on a call, yeah.
Sarah was awesome.
Yeah,
she
really
was
good.
so kind.
She was really good.
And just like everything, and I was like, "Hey, can I take these empty like drams somewhere?" And she's like, "No." She was like almost offended that I wanted to take them to the bar or something, and she's just like,
No, they'll clean up after you. It was a fun experience. Like we've had different experiences where you go into an actual rick house and you thieve from barrels. We've had experiences where you sit down somewhere and they wait on you. We've had, you sit at a bar like at Bardstown Bourbon Company. That was fun.
Well, while you brought that up, what was your favorite experience for a barrel pick? Like what setting really made you remember where you were?
I mean, the Dark Arts one was really fun. And to be honest, I like Brett said, I don't think I've ever not enjoyed a barrel pick anywhere. They've all been fun, and they've all had their own signature to them that makes them unique to where you were.
Like Bourbon Barb's always very familiar. Like she's like memorable.
Like what's more
everything
memorable
about that?
What's more memorable than that floating platform that you do it on in the middle of a rick house, where people are doing the tours around you and looking down at you in envy? Like honestly, they do.
I agree.
Or sitting at a makeshift bar inside of a
Bardstown Bourbon Company,
like at Jack Daniels.
Well, and Bardstown Bourbon Company was kind of like that too. Like they had that, and I know that wasn't part of our club, but we should be doing one of those this year. So let's actually take a step back. Let's talk about this year. I mean, we've confirmed Dark Arts and Nulu to come in 2026.
Yep.
We've got a Peerless one that we're scheduling right now.
Yep, we got confirmation that we're going to schedule that.
We've got Old Louisville.
Can I pause?
Yeah.
The Peerless, do we know if that will just be like a single barrel bourbon, like a double oaked?
I'm going to try and coerce him into doing a double oaked if possible, but I know they've stopped that.
They've stopped doing
double oak single barrels.
I did not realize that.
They're just doing rye and bourbon, I believe, right now, but I'm going to try and twist his arm a little bit to maybe doing a double oaked.
And you say something, it would be nice if the listeners would maybe like chime in via their messaging method of choice if there would be interest in a rye. Now, I know ryes are harder to sell, but it would be very, not the Peerless, but just in general, a rye.
They are.
Just to garner what
I don't know that our
interest
club is able to do that this year.
Just in general, like
just because we don't have enough people yet.
Yeah.
When we get enough people, like if we get over 150, 200 people, I think we could probably do a rye. And if we're only doing a rye every so often, that will help too. I think people will buy a standalone rye as opposed to the third rye out of 7 this year or something. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, I was thinking like one rye a year.
You know what I mean? I think this year, until maybe midway through the year, if we start really improving our numbers of our Patreon, I don't know that we can really do a rye.
Of the ryes, I think you can do. I think a rye 101 proof Wild Turkey would sell.
But the problem is that's going to be a lot more numbers because it's 101 proof.
That's true. Yeah. Or Jack Daniels rye.
We almost have to do something barrel strength at our numbers right now.
Because
you'll have less
Peerless, rye,
less people.
Jack rye.
Well, I'm sure it'd be impossible to get a Russell's rye, but one of those ones that has like the minimum rye content to be a rye.
Is there a Russell's rye? Do they
yes,
have a Russell's
it is
rye?
Fucking amazing.
Is it?
And it's 51% rye, so it's just the minimum.
I knew they had a Wild Turkey rye, but I didn't know they had a Russell's rye.
I prefer the Wild Turkey rare breed rye.
That's okay. That's the one I knew they had. Now what's that proof?
116,
okay.
114.
Okay, so that's something we could potentially do for our first one.
Yeah.
It would have to be a higher proof though. But Old Louisville confirmed.
Yep.
We're doing the pick on February 20th. Peerless we're trying to get for late January. We'll see. Might be later.
April might be Nashville Barrel Company.
Nashville Barrel Company for April. We have a Jack Daniels that we're in talk with right now to do a second Jack Daniels pick. I think we're going to try to do that one remotely, so we don't have to go all the way to Tennessee.
I learned something about Nashville Barrel Company. They're building a facility in Louisville, and it should be done early 2026.
Oh, cool.
So we might be able to do the pick at Louisville.
Okay. I mean,
do
sure.
them.
They were talking about sending us samples too, though, right? If we needed to.
I
Or was
believe
that
so.
or was that just for the episode?
I think that was just for our episode with them.
So yeah, we're talking about having them on the show. We're in talks with Bardstown Bourbon Company for doing a pick with them. Who else are we in talks with? Russell's.
Yep.
We're most likely getting to do a Russell's pick this year.
That's like 7.
I mean, and that's only first half of the year so far. There is talk. There is very, 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 very slight possibility of us being able to do a Weller foolproof,
Yep.
which is even if we don't get the entire barrel, there's a possibility we're going to be part of the pick and have some
supply.
limited supply. So that might be a top tier thing, like tiers 1 and 2 or something like that. Get access to it first or something.
Upgrade your membership.
What tier am I? No, I'm kidding.
I don't even think you're part of the Patreon. Well, you've never participated. I should say that.
In the Patreon?
Yeah.
Like commenting?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't.
No, I know. Have you even read any of that stuff?
Probably not.
Dick.
Yeah.
You're the Tyler of Patreon. Tyler at least
I mean,
comments in the
probably.
Patreon.
Yeah. I don't
He
have
just doesn't
time
listen to
for
our
any form
podcast.
of social media,
No,
I feel.
it's fine. And it is kind of social media.
It is, yeah. I feel it is.
What do you guys think of this Star Hill Farms?
It's just like I remember it. Sarsaparilla, root berry, just deliciousness.
It's actually better than I remember it. And I don't know if it's because
Yeah.
it's been open for a while. And I think when I had it, it was a fresh crack.
It was, yeah.
And I feel like when it was a fresh crack, all the things he mentioned, the root beer, the anise, the sarsaparilla, whatever you want to call it, it was very
Slight.
Well, no, it was like overpowering almost for
and
me.
now you think it's sad.
And now I think it's like it's mellowed out a little,
Yeah.
You say
which
you're
is
getting
why
my anise?
yeah, your anise has relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, Xanis is a little more
Yeah,
relaxed. Yeah,
I told him to relax his anise, and but I like it a lot more than I remember it the first time. And it wasn't bad the first time.
No, we all
that
liked it the
note was
first
just
time.
a little overpowering other notes.
yeah.
I haven't had it since Jason brought it.
Yeah, I don't even know why
That
mine's open.
might have been when I don't remember when I first had it.
I don't even remember opening
That's why I
this.
hate
I'm not
bringing
sure why
fresh-
it's open.
Tyler opened it.
Opened my Star Hill Farms?
I believe so.
What a dick.
When he was here a
You
while
go and
back.
just open someone else's bottles?
We were doing a podcast and you knew he was opening it.
Okay. I don't remember, but I'll believe you.
Wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
I know. I agree.
Wow.
It's better than I remember.
Well, this is good. I agree.
All right, let's pour out the old Louisville.
You guys remember? So while we're pouring out the old Louisville.
Shout out Amin, came to our get together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was good.
That was very nice.
Do you have any recollection as to what your favorite drink or pour you've had this year has been?
Oh man.
Wow.
I know that's a big, long 12-month possibility, and most likely it's going to have something to do with something Jason's brought over. I would assume.
No.
No, not for
Believe
you?
it or not, I am going to, I think, agree.
So both of you guys are saying that your favorite pours this year were not from a visit from Jason. Interesting.
And so, Jason brings amazing things.
No, that's what
And
I'm not.
Jason
I'm not.
shares.
This isn't a knock on Jason.
No,
That's what
I
I'm
agree.
saying.
So
just because of what he always brings, that surprises me that your favorite drink of the year is not going to be from something he's brought over.
I am just pleading my case to
No, I'm not.
the
I'm
jury.
not saying you're wrong.
I don't think we did an episode at his house this year.
we
I
may
thought
not
we
have.
did. I
Trade
don't
this
remember.
out. This is clean. But,
Okay.
you guys keep and trade this one out.
I've talked about my favorite pour of the year, and not to shout out another podcast, but Kenny
Mashup.
Mills from the Mashup poured me a sample or poured me a dram of 1980 Old Granddad 114, and still it's one of the best things I've ever had.
Really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my favorite thing this year probably was kind of surprising, and not necessarily surprising because I didn't expect it to be good. I just didn't expect it to be that good. And that was the Blade and Bow 30 that we had.
Yep, that was fantastic too.
I was not expecting it to be as good and balanced as it was. And it was outstanding.
I got to throw out there the Ancient Age that Lorenzo brought too.
That was good. That was also good.
That was very, very high on my list. I would say ancient. I threw an extra
you had it
ancient
right.
in there. Okay,
No, it's just
sorry.
one Ancient Age.
No, his was an ancient.
Isn't it two?
It's just one for him.
Single ancient.
1979, 78 Ancient Age 80 proof.
That might have been the best thing I had all year. I think the best experience, which I tie a lot to my drinks though, was probably
Same.
our trip and how like day 2, it was a very chilled, relaxed. Everyone brought like a bottle to share and everyone hanging out. And it was such a good time. And so like that's probably the most like memorable thing, which I know it's recent, so
Me
it's
too.
easier. It's easier to say that because it happened a month ago or less.
And Trevor, thank you so much for opening your Revival Wild Turkey Masters Keep. Allow me to try that again later in my journey.
And so it was almost like that moment was kind of like my favorite pour, even though there were like several pours.
What was the Revival?
No, not just that experience in
Just
general.
the evening.
Yeah.
Of all the stuff that was brought.
I'll be honest, I don't even know who the one gentleman was there that brought the rye that told me to take it home because he's like, I can't take it with me on the flight. It's opened.
Did you take
Oh,
it home?
Greg.
Yeah. Hispanic guy.
No, Ricardo.
That's Ricardo.
Ricardo,
Yeah.
hilarious.
No, he
Loved
was
that
good.
dude.
He works with my wife.
He was absolutely hilarious. He's like, yeah, take it. I can't take it on the plane with me.
You know what my biggest regret was on Saturday? Is all the people that were there. I was pretty sauced up on Saturday.
You got a little tuned up. Yeah.
Well, and then you add in the fact that Ohio State did not play well against Indiana. I mean, their defense played awesome, dominant. If you had told me they were going to hold Indiana to 13 points, I would have sworn we were going to win by 2 touchdowns. But
I think that's because we did the barrel pick early.
yeah,
And that's what happens with some of these barrel picks.
You
I
went
don't think
downtown
that.
Louisville to Green River and Pursuit.
I did.
Yeah.
I had an alcohol hot chocolate at Pursuit Spirits, which was phenomenal.
I'm sure.
We went to Green River, and I got a parking ticket, which I forgot about. I need to pay that. A parking ticket, and then we went to the Green River Speakeasy, and I got the fill your own bottle.
Didn't you get the alcoholic hot chocolate at Jack Daniels when we were there too?
Yes.
Okay.
And you did the cider, I think.
I did the cider. Dickens cider.
Yeah, it was. I think it was hard Dickens cider, right?
It was hard.
Yeah, that was a fun experience at Jack Daniels. I think the biggest thing for me is I've done a ton of barrel picks now, a ton, but doing them for our club was just more. I know that more special. Specialer is not a word, right? So more special.
We can
I think
make
more
it a word.
special.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not.
The
It's not
spec-
specialer.
I know,
Specialist.
I was like, that doesn't sound right.
The
in my head.
specialist.
So, specialist. But it was, I don't know, there was a little more excitement because they were our picks. And the fact that we were such small potatoes as a club, but we got such amazing access to barrels that allowed us to be like, the stuff we got this year was so good. Did we get a bad pick this year?
No.
Every single one of them, even the one Tyler went on without us.
The Angels Envy
It,
one or
it-
what?
was
it's
pretty
good
good.
I
unless
think it's
you
really
have
good.
unless you have stuff before it. It doesn't hold up.
It doesn't hold
But
up
when you have it by itself.
When you have
it's
it by
really
itself, it's
good.
outstanding.
Yep.
And if you're an Angels Envy fan, any person who's talked to me who's an Angels Envy fan really enjoys it.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoy it
Yeah.
too. But like, here's the thing: as what he's saying, like if I do our makers pick before that, it falls flat. Not makers, but the Angels. It falls flat if you do the makers first. And I tested that out just because they're both kind of, and I'm using air quotes, finished. You know, the makers isn't technically finished because it's all still new oak, staves that
Right.
get put in there. But it is finished to some degree. It's still a bourbon, whereas the Angels Envy is technically not still a bourbon. But the Angels Envy, it falls flat after having Maker's Mark. When I have Angels Envy by itself, it's outstanding. It's good. But again, I think that's the problem with all Angels Envy. Not just our pick. I think in my opinion, Angels Envy is a starter bourbon.
I think since the Hendersons are no longer involved, Lincoln, of course, started it. Then his son took it over and sold it. I think ever since the Hendersons have kind of gone away, the allure of it and the quality of it just isn't what it was.
The allure of it's gone because it's on shelves now. It's readily available. The allure to it before was it was hard to find.
I remember hunting for it.
Yeah.
Just regular Angel's
trying
Envy.
to find the rye, trying to find the regular. It was
the rye was like, you
couldn't
would never
find it.
find the rye.
You couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And so like I remember when we went and did that Angel's Envy pick with the Angel's Envy ambassador at that bar. Not pick, I'm sorry. Episode.
Oh yeah.
And remember the guys from Buckhorn Podcast joined us, and
that was a place in Grandview that's not open anymore.
Yeah, Randy, it's now like Scoreboard or something like that,
Field or
Home
something.
Field or something. Randy went with us, and he brought his own Angel's Envy rye, and we killed it. And he was so butthurt, like he still brings it up to this day.
He was so mad.
It's meant to be shared.
That wasn't his problem. His problem was the girl that went there with us, the ambassador, said she would find him a bottle because we killed it.
Yeah.
Well, she did, but she found it on the OHLQ website and sent it to him. Said, "Hey, there's bottles here." And I think he thought she meant that she was going to get him a replacement bottle.
Yeah.
And I don't.
That's how
at no
I would have
cost to
taken
him.
it.
I mean, sure. But that's definitely how it was taken. And, but it was every time I've seen him, he still brings it up. Like, I'm like, come on, buddy, move on.
Right.
It's Angel's Envy rye. It's not, gold bars that someone stole out of the back of your
Wild
car.
Turkey 15.
Right. It's just like, whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, other things I think this year, that was a huge thing for me is doing our own barrel picks as part of our barrel club. Like I said, I've done a ton of them with Bourbon Enthusiast and Mash and Journey and stuff like that. But doing them, that we were actually attached to with our name on them, that was fun.
I got to be honest, since we've started this venture with the club and doing the single barrels, I've almost lost interest in trying to find other allocated bourbons out there in the stores.
That's kind of the neat thing for
these
this.
are so good.
Yeah,
Agree.
Well, we keep telling people. I was before we even started this club. I've been telling people for a long time: join Bourbon Enthusiast, join Mash and Journey, because I feel like you get access to just home runs all the time, and they're just standard priced stuff.
I know. I was going to talk about this in a second.
Yeah, let's talk about it now. Unless you have something else you want to add to what
No.
I just
I
said.
agree with everything you're saying. I've said the same thing. I say it to my friends too. I'm like, find a club. Find you may have to hey, can someone give me a sample from here or here with your friends that are in clubs, and then kind of try and find similar taste profiles.
No, that's the thing. So I always talk about this. I found Bourbon Enthusiast. I love James from Bourbon Enthusiast. Our palates align almost identically.
He's so nice.
And he's a nice guy.
Holy moly.
And I've been on picks with him, so I've gotten to know him and stuff like that. But not only is he a nice guy, his picks and his palate and my palate are just lined up 100%. I originally joined Bourbon Enthusiast and Breaking Bourbons Barrel Club, and I did 4 picks. I didn't take part in their picks, but I purchased 4 picks from their club, and only one of them did I like. And I was like, okay, I've got to find a different club because my palate does not align with theirs. They would be talking about how great these picks were, and they were just not good to me, which sucked because I really generally agree with most of their reviews online. But then their picks on their palettes and stuff I just didn't like it. I've got stuff back there still that was from Breaking Bourbon that I'm just like, ugh. I've got a Penelope back there that I just don't like.
Yeah.
It was not good. To me. Obviously other people must have thought it was good because they picked it. So I quit their club, joined Jason's once he started his. So those are the only 2 clubs I've been a part of, or 3 clubs, I should say, that I've been a part of. And I'm still part of those 2 clubs. I love those 2 clubs. I love Jason's palate, and I love Bourbon Enthusiast James's palate.
Same.
And then I feel like we've gotten a pretty good little groundswell of people that are enjoying our palate. I mean, which makes sense. If we align with Bourbon Enthusiast and we align with Mash and Journey as far as palates, for the most part, are concerned, I think that, I think we must fall in that greater populace of, palates out there. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there's, people, there's a huge Venn diagram, I'm sure, of people that agree with palates, and then people that still like other stuff that we don't like, but still like the stuff we pick.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that it's probably a huge Venn diagram, but I love the fact that we're part of that same Venn diagram overlap of like Mash and Journey, Bourbon Enthusiast, our Barrel Club. So I think that's, if people start, and what brought this up, I think, is what you said, is that buying allocated shit and chasing allocated shit nonstop, it's just, it's exhausting.
It's your gateway into it, for sure.
But it's exhausting.
But then it's like you get
having
to
to go
point,
every Saturday and wait in a line.
You get to the point where it's like you realize that there are things that are equally as good or better that you can find in a club, and so that's why I say it's like it's your
cheaper
gateway.
Usually.
Yeah.
The best thing about a line.
This is good.
I want you to introduce this, by the way,
All
JD.
right. The best thing about a line, though, is definitely the camaraderie that you get to build with fellow minded.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But that's like once in a while. Like you're not the
Right.
same people every time. Sometimes, but like the best thing about a club and like a Patreon and stuff like that is you have these chats and these people share their pictures and things that they do, and I don't know. I really think that the way to go is a barrel club. Mm-hmm. I really do. And then, it's not you're not gonna find every barrel club and be like, oh my god, this is so good. You're gonna have to sort through a couple, get a couple frogs, and then you'll get a couple princes, to go with, female fantasies.
I like fantasies. If our pick is as good as this, holy shit, will I be thrilled.
Yeah.
Because this is outstanding. This is Old Louisville. This is an 8-year-old. This is the oldest stuff that Bardstown Bourbon Company has distilled to date.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
This is Bardstown Bourbon Company, so I want you to picture the black label weeded bottle and bond.
Okay.
This would be that at cask strength.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So this is 8-year weeded Bardstown Bourbon Company distillate. This is 118.2 proof.
Nice. Okay. That explains why I like this. How old is this? You said 8 year?
8 years.
That explains why I like this so much.
Because
I love
really good.
I love Bardstown Bourbon Company's weeded recipe. Their 100 proof black label. Love it.
And Steve Nally said they were going to start maybe incorporating
As single barrels.
Yeah, single
It'd
barrels.
be great if we could do a single barrel pick through them.
Yeah.
That's weeded.
Which I'm in contact with Mr. Nally, and he's putting me in contact with his connection.
No, that would be
everybody.
awesome. I'm not going to be upset if we do a high rye either, but I would love to do a weeded with them.
Same. Well, the high rise lately have been like 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley coming out of Bardstown, which I think they're good. I would prefer more of a lesser rye content and a
Higher corn.
higher malted barley.
Oh, malted. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of higher malted barley, have you guys seen the new 2-grain Angel's Envy?
No, 2-grain Angel's
It's
Envy.
90% corn and 10% malted barley.
That could be interesting.
Well, the guys at Pursuit did the review of it and on their latest Whiskey Quickie, and it was a pretty good review. Like, it only comes out in 375 bottles. So that sucks. It's like
I don't
it's like
hate
50.
that, though,
No,
sometimes.
I don't either, because you can get through it quicker.
Yeah,
And especially if
agreed.
it's something that's like, okay.
Exactly.
They gave it a not a thumbs up, not a thumb sideways, but like a one of these, and it's like
Like
50,
we give it a 3.
Yeah, it's like a 3 basically. They said it was good. There was nothing off-putting about it, except for Bill Cosby.
He should have been off-putting.
Putting his dick where it don't belong.
I knew that was
Do
gonna-
that every couple months.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? If you had a s'more without the marshmallow and just
Yeah.
a graham cracker and the chocolate.
There's a little nut there.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
don't know
nutty-
why.
There's a
I'm
nuttiness.
getting graham cracker and I'm getting like milk chocolate.
Oh yeah, I am getting milk chocolate. You're right.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
milk chocolate. That is funny. I don't normally get milk chocolate.
I don't
get-
either, but I
I'll
just
get dark
taste like milk
on
chocolate.
something.
Yeah.
No, this is actually really good.
How can I have s'more if I haven't had any already?
All right.
I'm getting them all right.
We've been
today.
doing a lot of Sandlot quotes lately.
I've been getting them all right though. Today.
Well, let's not go with all. That's very, very strong. You've been getting more right than normal. Let's go with that.
Okay.
No, this is really good. This is really good.
If our pick is something like this, I'd be thrilled.
Oh, I'd be thrilled as well. This is. I wonder what the yield is on their barrels.
This says bottle 1 of 1.
That's really cool.
It doesn't make any sense.
Bottle 1 of that barrel, 1. I don't know.
I don't know. It says 1 of 1 on it though.
That can't be right. Maybe they just did a single filling of that from they didn't bottle the whole barrel. Maybe
He didn't. This is just he pulled it like that day.
Well, maybe that's what I mean. Maybe it was a thieve directly into the bottle, and they didn't actually do the whole barrel. So it's just bottle 1 of 1. The next day, it would be a completely different experience. Just a fraction, but it would be different.
Yeah.
Wouldn't 100% be the same because it's not. If it's not put into a holding tank, then
you can pour it. I don't have to pour it. I don't give a shit.
Man, that just escalated.
I know. I'm sorry.
We're moving on.
It went to 11.
So real quick, I know that you've had tons of experiences this year, but you were included in the service bar Middle West Spirits experience that they did recently.
Yes.
So talk about that.
I was very gracious to be a part of that. You know what? It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. They had a few different demographics of people. There were a couple bourbon podcasts that were there and bourbon influencers, but they also had a couple food influencers that didn't have a lot of experience with bourbon.
Well, that's cool because the whole thing was a food/whiskey
pairing
evening, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's what was fun. And so it was multiple courses that were all very small plates.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, what we did is they had us make a cocktail together.
Cool.
And that was fun. And they bring out shakers and they brought out all the stuff for everyone. And it was using their Vim and Peel gin that we did. And it was, I wish I remembered exactly what the recipe was. I think I have pictures in my phone. But it was very good, the thing that we made. And so you make your drink, and they were and so we're going to take a tour of their facility, which, we've done several tours there. Yeah, which is fine. But, it's always cool to hear the history of how they started, where they are now.
Who gave the tour?
Rudra.
Oh, okay. And we've had the tour from Rudra before.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
so,
That's cool.
we've known Rudra for so long.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see him again and everything. And it was funny. Sam happened to be not in the in our tasting thing, but he was there with his wife just having dinner. Yeah. And so it was nice to kind of see
happy
them.
accident, or did he know that was going on?
He knew it was going on.
Oh, okay.
I think it was all kind of planned.
That's funny.
Kind of
That's
thing. But it was still cool just to see everyone and say hi. And then they kept bringing out small plates of different things because they're lead chef, executive chef, whatever you want to call it. He's trying out a new menu, and so it kind of works out for both people, where he wants to try new things, see how it tastes. Did they ask you
feedback?
Absolutely.
So that you could know whether it should go on the menu or not?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And so, and then they did a lot of different bourbons for them that they have, their... Oh gosh, I'd have to look at my phone. It's been a couple months ago since we've done it, but a lot of those were just small, neat pours, and it kind of worked out well for me because a couple of the girls that were there, they were food influencers and they didn't really like bourbon.
So you were getting their extra.
Yeah, and they were like, they're like, if you want some of these, I don't like bourbon. And I was like, I'll take that fucking rye. And so I ended up buying a cask strength rye as well that night. Nice. Yeah, and because it was one of their distillery picks, cask strength rye.
Oh, nice.
And it's for me, it's hard to turn down their rye.
Their rye,
cask
when it's good,
rye,
it's outstanding.
And I feel like this one's good. I really like it.
Listen, when their rye is good, it's outstanding. I'm not a rye guy.
Yeah, I really like it.
I really like it.
Why not?
Exactly. So, but you know what? The whole evening was great.
All right.
They brought at the end, and I think they've made it for us before. They do some kind of dessert drink, and I can't even remember what everything is in it, but it's delicious. It's like a coffee liqueur kind of thing. It was so good.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. Some people were like, "It's too rich," and I'm like, "It is rich, but it's fucking delicious."
Yeah.
So,
drinks like that or desserts like that.
People's.
I'm fine with when it's just one.
Yeah.
You can't sit with that all day long.
Agree. Completely agree.
Speaking of which, your espresso
old fashions that I made
at our trip,
those were a hit, man.
Yeah, I loved it.
Ron must have had half a dozen.
Really? On Saturday?
Yes. I felt bad because
I had two
you
of them.
donated the bottle, and Ron's like,
What was
"Hey,
it? What did you use? Was it a middle?
no, it was
Oh,
the
I brought the High Bank Midnight Cask.
yes,
cask
which is
strength.
a port finish.
So that's what you
It's a
used
blend.
for?
Yes.
They blend it with port wine.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
a blend.
I didn't realize it was a blend. I thought it was
So
a
port
finish.
wine's actually in it, not
Yes.
just in a barrel.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's really good.
It turned out really well
It's
with
a-
it.
yeah,
really
the
buttery.
two you made for me, I was enjoying.
They're very good. They're easy to sip on. You can actually have a couple of them. You're
Yeah.
not like it's too much.
No, I had two of them, not immediately back to back, but I had two of them, and I was like, damn.
I think
And-
Ron had 6 the one night. He just kept
my
being
God.
like, he's like, hey, I'm really sorry. Could you make me just one more? I'm really sorry. I'm like, it's fine. Like I don't
Ron
mind. Like
was having a blast.
yeah, I was like, I don't mind playing bartender.
Were you guys
Dude,
still in the room when he was doing
him
the karaoke?
serenading? Oh my
Oh, no.
god!
I have videos of that. It was so fun.
He was having fun for 2 trips worth.
yeah, because he
He-
couldn't come last year. Yeah.
He was like, I don't know this song, guys. I don't know this song. I'm
And then
sorry.
the next thing you know,
just break out.
and then
into
boom,
the
he
Is it
pulled a-
unusual?
yes.
That was funny. He was playing dumb, and then he'd pull the microphone to his mouth and start
Yeah.
belting out all the
Yes.
lyrics from freaking scratch
It
or
was
from memory.
hilarious.
From memory, like-
hilarious.
Just like
yeah,
it was so funny. He was really good.
Not to piggyback off of what you're
I'm so glad he could come this year.
I also went on a Middle West experience with the Central Ohio Bourbon Enthusiast group on Facebook.
okay.
Nice.
And that was led by Ryan Lang, the owner.
and the
Ryan's a
distiller.
nice guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got his contact, and he would love to have us in for a podcast.
That's wonderful.
We did one with him with our barrel.
That was
pick.
our very first pick we
barrel
ever
pick.
did.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he also,
Still think I have 1.5 of those.
I have same. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
part of that trip, they had 2 barrels, and they thieved from him. One was an American single malt that they're doing. It was okay. For an American single malt, it was okay. But the other barrel was an Old Elk rye that's been finished in a 4-square rum barrel.
Well, yeah, they've acquired Old Elk, which
Yes.
I am.
In a 4-square rum barrel.
I'm
Yes.
intrigued to see how that evolves.
It was actually
See,
really good.
I really enjoy ryes finished in rum.
Yeah,
I really do.
I mean, Angels Envy.
Well, not only that, but
Yeah.
my Whistle Pig Philippine rum that
Yep.
it was like Boss Hog 8, I think it was.
Yep, Danielle hated that.
Really?
She did not like
Oh,
it
I
at all.
loved it. I loved
I got
it.
hers.
I loved it.
See, I like Plantation rum from Bardstown. Their finish.
This?
I haven't had this yet.
It's been opened.
I've been giving out samples to people.
Oh.
It is very unique.
Fred Minnick last year
Very unique.
named this the wheat whiskey of the year. Last year.
It's definitely unique, and I'm trying to pick out what flavor that is in this.
Well, and here's the thing. Like I always say, when you're doing things with, when you're drinking other things, order of things makes a difference and stuff like that.
I feel like Buddy the Elf.
So yeah, I mean, Midwest Spirits. I feel like they do a really good job. I never remember how to pronounce it. They're Michelin.
I always forget
Michelin.
too.
Michelin?
Is it Michelin? We were both wrong.
We were
That's.
way
I
off.
still have one of those old OG bottles. It's the black
Samsonite.
label because they don't call it that anymore. It's just what do they call it? They just call it like Middle West's bourbon or something. I forget what they call it.
No, it's still called that, isn't it?
No, this is. I'll have to take a picture and send you a picture of
What
it.
are you saying? You have something from before it was called Michelin?
It was when it was just Michelin. They don't call it like. You're gonna make me get out the Google.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It might
Please
be
hold.
pre-Michelin.
I'll come back to this in a moment.
But yeah, like their wheat whiskey, their pumpernickel rye, their Michelin bourbon, which is a 4-grain. I really, really, really enjoy all of their offerings. And
Your pick of the Michelin is outstanding.
so you still think it holds up?
Oh, the one that we picked forever ago?
Yeah.
I remember, like, the second I sipped that, I'm like, this is the one.
And remember, the nose on it was the least probably favorite of the noses.
Agree. Yeah, it's a very
There was a
mute
nose on another one that we were just like, oh, and then when we tasted it, we're like, eh. But this one, it was just like everyone agreed. Even Ryan agreed. He was like, if you guys didn't pick this, I was picking this for our barrel or our bottle shop. Which ended up being the case for when I was included in the OHLQ pick for Middle of West Spirits. They everyone picked one thing. OHLQ picked something different, and everyone in the room was like, what?
So I remember they call it like straight bourbon whiskey, I think, is what it is. But the bottle that I have, straight bourbon whiskey. But I have one that it's called like Michelob whiskey or something like that. Or Michelob whiskey that's old or something like that. I'll take a picture.
Well, they went through some derivations before they settled on the Middle West Spirits, line. Because they used to, even their whiskey, I think, was under OYO for a minute.
That's what it is. It's OYO
Yeah.
Michelob whiskey or something like that.
Wow.
So then they separated their clear spirits from their whiskeys. Their clear spirits are OYO, and their whiskeys are Middle West Spirits.
I think it's from 2015.
That would make sense. That would make sense.
And like there's maybe like a quarter of a bottle left, and I keep it just because I'm like it's just unique.
Is it any good?
I think it's good if I remember. We can bring it on the show. I just want to cache it because it's like it's neat.
Don't bring it on the show then.
Well, I can bring like a little sample or something. Maybe I'll like blind you guys with it one day.
Do you still have that 8-year single barrel, short barrel that we were both in line for?
Mm-hmm.
You sons of bitches!
Mine's gone.
I'm so mad that he would not let me get a bottle of
you know
that.
what?
I was so upset about that.
I'm going to go back to what I said earlier about I have so much good shit. I probably had one pour out of that in the whole bottle sitting there.
Come on, it's so good.
That's my point. I have so many good things.
I blinded you all with that when we went golfing at Tartan.
You did.
And Jason thought it was a Stag Junior.
Yeah. I have so many good things that I'm not enjoying because I have so much stuff. And like those are the things.
Let me just say this though. I will say that when Middle West Spirits bourbon is good,
it is outstanding. Yeah.
Right, but that's not what I was going to say.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, but you're right. When Middle West Spirits is good, it gets compared to Stag Junior.
Yeah. That's what the pick that we did, the people called the Stag Killer or whatever.
Well, no,
they?
TSR did that. The TSR pick, they labeled theirs the Stag Killer.
But didn't people say that about ours as well, I thought?
People said
Black and
yes.
Brown.
That's what I'm talking about. TSR was the pick, though.
Oh, yeah.
Black and Brown did it with them, I think. But no, TSR did one that they actually called the Stag Killer. Middle West Spirits, when we did ours, people, said it was very stag-esque, stag-like. But that's the interesting thing about when their stuff shines, it comes off as like a stag-like whiskey.
Yep.
So,
all right.
Have you noticed this, dude?
I crushed that one.
yet.
Sorry, let's go to the
How
next one.
buttery is this?
So now we're on the Old Louisville 10-year?
This is the 10-year-old MGP distillate, Old Louisville, Pedro Jimenez.
There's something in the nose I don't like.
Pedro Jimenez sherry.
There's something in this nose I don't like. You say it's sherry finished? Is that what you said?
Yes.
That's probably what it is.
It's so buttery on the
I haven't
nose.
tasted. Well, it is, but there's also a note to it that I don't like, and I'm not sure that I'm a sherry finished
Was
kind
it
of
the
guy.
note that I was singing about sherry?
It must be.
I thought it was Steve Perry for a minute.
There's that old 50s song. It's like Sherry.
Oh, Frankie.
Sherry baby. Or something like that, yeah.
Frankie Valli.
I'm going to put it on
That's Frankie
Apple
Valli.
Music on the way home.
But also, Oh, Sherry. Oh, Sherry.
I don't like this.
You're weird.
No, I'm not weird. I don't like it. You can have the rest of mine. I'm not a fan. You all want to say you don't like it, but you also want to.
No, I'm
not
still
agree
processing
with
it.
me. I'm telling you, I don't like it. I've gotten away from finished bourbons. I'm just there's not a lot of finished bourbons that really stand out to me.
So, toasted is finished. Those are always great.
but I don't call that finished.
And then like
Wood finish is
double
different.
oaks.
Yeah, wood finished in another oak barrel. I don't put that in the same category as finished. Finished to me is adding a different flavor after the fact, like sherry or port or
I like
rum
port.
or whatever.
I like a
You
lot of
do
port
like
finishes.
the rum finish stuff.
Some of it, yes.
We did an
It can be
episode and
overdone.
you liked all of
it
it.
can be overdone.
We did do a rub finish episode. It's been many years
It
ago.
wasn't a rub finish. It was a rum finish.
rum. Where's the rum?
Now, I did enjoy a couple of the tequila finishes this year. Those were okay.
The Booker's Reserves that I tried at the bar at Jim Beam, it's tequila finish. Really good.
No, the tequila adds a decent little...
The agave comes out subtly.
Yeah, when it's a finish in a barrel that was holding tequila or something like that, that generally gives a pretty decent everything I've done, I think we had a Woodinville.
The Woodinville was good too.
That was really good. And then there was another one. Angel's Envy has a tequila
Blood Oath
finish.
did one.
Blood Oath did one. We've had 3 or 4 this year that I really liked most of them. I was actually pleasantly surprised because I wasn't sure what they were going to be. But I do not like this.
That's okay.
I actually like the sherry finish stuff.
You're allowed. And here's the thing. When we did the dark arts pick, you were talking about all these different finishes, and I was like hesitant. The finishes that we did do there were all good. But what we settled on, just a Wild Turkey 10-year, that was outstanding.
Liquid gold.
It was, honestly, there was nothing better that day. Even though all of the stuff they did that was finished, I would have put my full weight behind any of the finished stuff that we tasted that day. It was all good, but just that 10-year Wild Turkey just stood out.
I'm excited to try that again because my palate was so... I had tried so many things. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. They were so common. They kept being like, try this, try this, try this.
So we tried it after the Blade and Bow 30.
And it stood up against the Blade and Bow 30. And the Blade and Bow 30 was probably one of my favorite things I've ever had.
When did you guys do Blade and Bow 30?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
So you remember they invited me to do the Blade and Bow 30 press release thing on site. I wasn't able to make it.
You're probably the only one that called to cancel too.
Well, and I did. I called them. I called them and said, "Listen, guys, I missed my window of being able to leave on time to get there." I said, "I apologize. I know that you reserved a spot for me. You know, please, forgive me." Basically, type of thing.
Apologies. Yes.
And they're like, "Hey, no problem." They did not tell me they were sending me a Blade and Bow 30 sample.
That's cool.
Now the sample was 4 ounces, but it was only probably 2/3 full. Right?
Yep.
Better than nothing.
No, I know. I agree. Otherwise, if it was full, I would have had everyone come to do it.
I'm not mad.
Then they also asked for my size on a vest that's like a $300 vest. I haven't gotten that yet, but supposedly they're supposed to be sending out a vest.
Can I try that on?
Fat guy in a little vest.
Clyde.
Don't talk about Clyde like that. Come on. Hi, buddy.
He's so funny. He's such a cuddle bear.
He's so good now.
Yeah, he's such a cuddle bear. Like, it was so funny. Like, Ellen was sitting on the floor today at the gym, and he just laid down between her legs and just laid there.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What is this?" And I was like, "No, that's just kind of Clyde now. He just, if he likes you, he hangs out with you. And he just loves to just get attention."
I think he likes smaller groups than larger groups.
I think he likes the larger groups, but like from a intimacy standpoint, like I think you're right.
Yeah.
Like he enjoys the small groups and he'll hang out and be calm and just,
I'd love to see how Boots does with them and let them play.
Yeah.
Boots with the fur?
He's actually really good with dogs.
Boots with the fur.
He's really good with other dogs. Cruz, when Cruz comes in, he plays with Cruz.
Yeah, you're right. He and Cruz do play a lot.
But like he was really calm and patient with Cruz when Cruz was a little puppy, and he would like not like overdo it. He would just kind of play at the level that Cruz. But now that Cruz is bigger, they play rough together. It's pretty funny. Tonight, I would have to say that my favorite 2 of this grouping was probably Star Hill Farms and the weeded Old Louisville that we did. My least favorite was probably. In this situation was probably the Middle West Spirits. My second least favorite was probably the other Old Louisville 10-year because I don't like the sherry. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of there with you. I think the Star Hill Farms was my favorite as well.
Yep. And that's 49% malted wheat and the 51%
That's crazy.
wheat.
There's that much malted in it.
It's not malted barley though. It's malted
wheat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've had malted wheat other than this before.
Yeah, I don't know that I have either, to be honest.
I'm trying to think if anyone else does that, and if they do, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Old Louisville weeded and the weeded whiskey Star Hill Farms are, to me,
they're way above the other 2.
Yeah, way above.
Agree.
Not that the other 2 are bad.
Agree.
For one, the sherry's just not my thing.
Well, there's a single barrel, right? And there's
Compared to the
Variants in
sherry
single
finishes
barrels.
I've had, this ranks up there.
Well, and I've had some Middle West Spirits weeded whiskeys. I've had a few of them, and I love them. This one just isn't as high on my list as some of the others.
Yeah.
But their weeded whiskey in some cases, and if you've ever done their, so let me pause and rewind on the finished perspective. The weeded whiskey, it might be Oloroso finished. I can't remember.
Yes.
That Middle West does is phenomenal.
Did you just flip it down and reverse it?
I did. But that's an exception to a finish. Some of the blood oaths I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
Some of the rum finish things I've
I
enjoyed.
haven't had a blood oath in years.
Me neither.
You loved the Peerless finish in rum. I remember that from our episode.
I don't remember having a Peerless finish.
Peerless
in rum.
is
Well,
finished
I'll
in
have to
rum?
bring it back over. Yeah, Peerless has a rum finish.
I don't know if I remember.
We'll
that.
never get a single barrel of that, but they release it here and there each year.
I have the Peerless Toasted Rye Batch 1 that's good.
I have a single barrel rye toast or double oak.
I have a receipt that says I bought a Peerless toasted barrel, but they gave me a double barrel.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
I was mad about it until I tasted it.
I'm saying bourbon or rye.
It was bourbon.
I honestly,
It was so I went there, I asked for their
I was
Double
with
oak.
you
Yes.
because I bought the toasted rye. You bought the toasted bourbon.
right.
But you
And
wanted
then-
the double oaked.
No, I
he
wanted
wanted
I wanted
he
the
wanted
toasted.
toasted. I
I
remember
ended up
this.
with the double oak.
Yes, I remember this.
And
I
my
was like,
even my receipt said toasted. And so when I got home, I opened it up. I was like, I was so angry.
I wouldn't be mad about it because
I was so angry until I tasted it. Once I
Yeah.
tasted it, I was like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
because I have both the toasted rye and double oaked rye. The double oaked rye is way better than the toasted rye. It's not that the toasted rye is bad.
I have one pour left of my single barrel double oaked rye. I've been saving it for you.
The Peerless Double Oaks
I'm excited
are
for a rye
probably one of my
episode.
favorite.
I am.
You guys are doing that without me? Is that
That's okay. Whatever.
I'll set you up and I'll go in there and work
Yeah,
while
that's
you guys
fine.
are talking.
That works.
Where I'll moderate and I'll drink something else while you guys are drinking.
I mean,
rye.
you can sit in the corner.
I mean,
and
that
watch.
works too if you want. Seriously.
That's what I may do.
I'm being serious.
I
Like,
mean,
we can
I
drink
know.
ryes
Yeah,
and-
and I'll just drink my own
Because
thing.
we have some rye listeners.
I feel like we could probably do a rye episode, and it'd be better than the you and Tyler episode.
I don't think anything could be worse than the Tyler and I episode is like a bad first date where like the two of you have nothing in common and you're just like struggling to make conversation.
I listened to the whole thing,
And you're just like,
I have no recollection of it to this
my
day.
God, it was COVID and it was like we were both remote and it was COVID and it was tough and it's like
it's all Lux Row.
it's that you're on a date and it's like the check can't come fucking fast enough. You know what I mean? And you're just like, you like stuff.
So are you saying that I'm the glue that holds this thing together?
I don't know about that. I'm just saying, like,
I think
if Tyler and I made a podcast, it would not be successful.
I think we could do a rye episode.
You and I could do a rye episode, and I think it would go fine. But man, it was early into the podcasting years, and it was COVID. Maybe I had COVID at the time. Maybe I had like, temporary onset dementia. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was
Temporary onset dementia. So let's go back to 2026.
Well, how do we go back to that? That's in the future.
Back to the topic.
Morty,
1.1
gigawatts.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah. Damn it! I always do that wrong. It's always 1.21.
Hey, you frittered it.
I say 1.
You frittered the
I always
shit
say
out of that.
1 point. I don't know. 1.1.
Freddie got frittered.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's a terrible reference, but still kind of funny. He didn't get fingered. He got frittered.
Yeah. Let's do a rye episode.
Yeah.
JD and I.
son of a bitch.
You can just moderate.
I'll moderate.
You want me to come over? Or you want to come over for that?
Either way, I don't care.
I'll moderate. I'll drink my own thing. You guys drink, and I won't talk about
I've
anything.
got some
I'll just
interesting
ask
ryes.
questions.
I'm going to bring the Barrel King rye.
Ooh.
I'll bring the
Well, we'll
Barrel
do
King.
that
You
here.
can try that. You can try it.
He wants to do that.
Yeah.
one.
I at least want to taste it.
Absolutely.
I mean,
We'll come here.
I may not give any.
If you don't like it, then just one of us will just do a small pour, and the rest
that's
of us
fine.
will take it.
All right. 2026. What are you guys looking forward to this year? I mean, we have barrel picks.
I'm
set
really
up, but, like-
hoping for 2026 that our club grows a little bit more.
Yeah,
You
me
know?
too. Me too.
Like,
Then
I know it's a selfish thing, but it's not.
No, but it's not, because it allows us to do a little bit more things that we have to be careful with our picks right now, because as we're seeing with James E. Pepper, I thought people would buy it. No one's buying it. And that's frustrating, because it was good and it's a cool bottle. Like, even if you didn't like, it's a decanter.
It's modeled after the 1917.
Yeah,
bottle.
but it's a decanter. So after it's done, you could like strip it down and use it as a decanter if you want. It's a nice enough looking bottle to use as an actual decanter, in my opinion.
Are you showing shoulder?
I am. So that's the disappointing part. Plus, I enjoy the James E. Peppers. I like their stuff. I think
kind
it's
of
good.
love seeing the interaction in the Patreon chat, to be honest.
Yeah.
Everybody laughing at my dismay. And
there's a lot of dismay.
There is.
But no, I just think that, like you said, if we can grow our Patreon, if we can double it in size, then we have the ability to potentially start doing lower proof, barrel picks and some other things that might open up the pathways to doing some more fun picks.
Yep.
We've already got 7 or 8 picks for this year. That's every other month, a little more than every other month on average, which is a pretty good frequency. I mean, if you're buying things on Saturdays or whenever your drop date is, wherever you're from, and then you're also, every other month buying a couple of bottles from a barrel club, I mean, you're spending some money throughout the year.
Yep.
So I think the frequency at which, my biggest upset, my biggest concern with being part of a club like Bourbon Enthusiast and stuff like that is they won't have anything for 2 months, and then they'll have 4 drops in 2 weeks. And you're like, well, shit, I have to choose which ones I want to do and which ones I don't.
Yep.
And one of the things that we're trying to balance is spreading those out. I know we have Dark Arts and Nulu coming probably within a few weeks of each other, and James E. Pepper is available right now. But we're trying to actually spread that stuff out so that they happen in a way that, aren't just plowing through people's money all at one time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I that's my biggest concern.
Quality over quantity.
Yes, quality over quantity, but also timed releases to where it's
Agree.
not like if you could have
not
quality and
batched.
have 4 quality releases in a month, and then people will be like, "Shit, I've got to choose which ones I want to buy."
It's batched. Like, the world's expensive, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's
right.
bills are going up. It's
Yeah.
an expensive world,
Right.
And so it makes sense to stagger things out,
Right. That's the thing.
Which is what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
We're trying to month to month.
And some of it's out of our control, right? Obviously. But I think we're all looking forward to what it brings.
Yeah.
So,
and I think this year was fun. Like all the things Jason brought over, the fact that for once we were able to do something that Jason, brought over, but those weren't our favorite things. Mm-hmm. That's a first for us. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. It's been an hour. I think we're back on the track for that.
yeah, perfect.
Thanks for joining in, guys. We're looking forward to 2026. Hopefully you are too. Join our Patreon. See some of the barrel picks that are coming out. We've got some good stuff coming out. So join in so that you can actually be part of it, get access to some of those things.
Let us know in Patreon chat what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
All right, well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you for joining in on yet another hunt for great bourbon. Please give us a 5-star review anywhere you are listening, but if you don't, leave us some constructive criticism in the review so that we can better improve our show. But until then, sit back, grab a pour, kick up your feet, and enjoy some bourbon.
Tune in each week. Sit back. Tune in each week. Grab a pour. Tune in each week. Kick up your feet and enjoy. Kick up your feet and enjoy.
For any feedback, questions, or episode ideas, please reach out to info@bourbonhunters.com.